Tim Malloy for the Civic Association in Belle Glade, a vast departure from Palm Beach, some 40 miles back to our east, but linked in a very important way these days. There are tens of thousands of acres of farmland out here, cane, and a lot of vegetables, and a lot of farmers who have crops that could go to waste, that could be spoiled because of the coronavirus. So that is our story, people stepping up to try to figure out a way to get from the farm to the table from people who are really in need, and there are many in our area. It has a lot to do with the Civic Association director and the association itself. Here's our story.
It's described as America's winter salad bowl, a huge part of western Palm Beach County that generates food for hundreds of thousands of people, not just in Florida, but worldwide. The coronavirus has put a huge dent in distribution. No produce being sent to hotels or schools or restaurants, cruise ships. So what to do with it? How to defray the losses taken by farmers and feed the hungry at the same time. Then, an idea, an extraordinary gesture from a Civic Association director.
11 days ago, I watched 60 Minutes, where, as we know, the agricultural industry has been turned completely upside down. Our chairman, Bob Wright, and I spoke about how we, the Palm Beach Civic Association, could create a local platform to help our local farmers and then help our Palm Beach County Food Bank by providing food to those in the greatest need and helping our local farmers. To date, 3,600 boxes of food have been provided by a Civic Association director. 1,500 boxes of food have been provided by Wilmington Trust. The clock is ticking for our local farmers, and we ask that you help in our Save Our Produce initiative. We at the Palm Beach Civic Association are conveners, and this is an urgent need to help those in the greatest need.
The remedy, 6 farms in the western county are being paid for their unused crops by an anonymous member of the Civic Association. Those crops brought here to TKM Bengard Farms in Belle Glade, where they're being boxed and given to the Food Bank of Palm Beach County, which makes sure they get on the dinner tables of those in need.
We're trying to work together, so the Palm Beach Civic Association's been very gracious and wanting to support the farmers and also feed the people. So there's food lines that are getting longer and longer and longer. People are out of work right now. There's a tremendous amount of hungry people. So what they're trying to do is work with the farmers to buy up some of this produce that otherwise would be going to waste. So it's a win-win. It's helping the farmers and also helping the community. We're putting a variety of items in. So we're putting in sweet corn, we're putting in cabbage, tomatoes, peppers, kale, collards, blueberries, anything that we can find that's really healthy and nutritious that's readily available.
For the food bank, it's a win-win at a time when people are worn out and in need.
In these troubling times, we are so grateful to be able to make sure that there is fresh produce on the tables of people who need it right here in Palm Beach County. And it was grown in Palm Beach County.
The arrival of the boxed food is the kind of windfall the food bank embraces.
On behalf of the Palm Beach County Food Bank and all of the people who will be enjoying this wonderful food, I want to thank the Palm Beach Civic Association for their leadership, for their efficiency, the speed at which they were able to put this initiative together to save the produce that would otherwise have been wasted, to help all of us support our growers who are struggling financially and desperately want this produce to be used, but could not afford to pay labor to harvest it if they couldn't sell it. Your work is just amazing.
There are other farms in difficult situations, so this may be just the beginning. For local farmers,
Stephen Basor.
It's a gratifying moment he hopes is replicated with other farms as long as this crisis lasts.
We're all used to donating to food banks, and we love to do that, and that is part of our normal expectation when we produce fruit, but nothing at the levels that we're seeing right now, because there was no way we could have planned for this disruption. So we planned on having all of this food sold like we normally do, and then all that business just disappeared. But there's still a lot of really hungry people.
It's hoped in the next few days, thousands of people will benefit from this extraordinary display of generosity and hard work. There is other news back in Palm Beach. The Marina project getting underway right now. Controversial, expensive, important, make the town a lot of money. Wendy Rutledge has more on the opening day.
Tim, it really is kind of ironic that at the very time when the County of Palm Beach has said marinas can open, this one, the Palm Beach Marina, is closing. It is May 1st, and we all know why it's closing. It is because it is the start of the much anticipated marina renovation project.
The yachts have all cleared out, and the massive cranes are starting to move in.
It's May 1st.
The official construction start date for the marina renovation project. For the next 15 months or so, crews will construct 84 slips, adding a fourth dock to the existing 3. Super yachts up to 296 feet will be accommodated when the new marina is finished around September of 2021. This project has been in the works with the town since 2016, and after months and months of drafting plans and applying for permits and grants, the project is officially underway. The town was successful in winning several grants, one for $3.1 million, to defray construction costs. According to the town of Palm Beach, periodic community meetings will be held throughout the project to provide updates and offer additional opportunities for face-to-face contact with the project team.
Well, as you know, a lot of the restrictions have been softened in the county and in Palm Beach as well, and that includes the par 3 golf course where playing through maybe really mean playing around these days, but it is open now with some restrictions. Wendy Rutledge went over to the golf course to take a look.
It's May 1st. It is an absolutely perfect day here at the Palm Beach Par 3, and the course is now open. People have been chomping at the bit to get back on the golf course, and indeed, voila, they can do that, but under a whole series of new restrictions given the COVID-19 outbreak. You are open. How excited were the people to get back on the golf course?
It's fantastic. The tee sheet filled up. Once we announced that we're opening up, tee sheet filled up in about 3 hours. Full tee sheet today, full tee sheet tomorrow, and Sunday looks to be as full, so it's awesome.
Awesome. So they are out on the golf course every 15 minutes?
Yeah, so we spread them.
How has that changed from the way you used to do it?
Well, we usually had 10-minute tee times, which in itself is a long time between groups, but they have to finish the hole. Being all par 3s, they have to finish before anybody can tee off. So 15 minutes really just inhibits how many total golfers we get out. So instead of being able to do 220, a full day for us is 172, which we're at capacity right now, which is good.
Fantastic. Now, you're taking measures to sanitize. I would imagine people aren't touching as many things. Can you go over the scope of COVID?
Yeah, it's a big deal. First, we're taking online payment, so it reduces the traffic coming into the golf shop. So they pay online, so they come in, they handle their golf clubs, they put them on the carts or pull carts, and off. If they're paid, off they go. For the 1 or 2 that haven't paid, they then come in the shop. It's one-way direction, so they come in, pay, and then they go out the front door. So it's a one-way traffic flow. We have sanitizer, hand sanitizer at the counter. We're using deep sanitizer for the golf carts, all the touch points. All the cups been raised out of the hole, so the ball hits the cup, bounces away, so you're not reaching into the cup. Flag sticks stay in the hole. We're wiping down all touch surfaces every 15 minutes. So the safety of everybody coming here is the utmost concern for us. In fact, the town really took the lead in closing us down, the first golf course to shut down, so they put safety first over profits.
And are the people receiving these regulations, these new COVID restrictions well?
They are great. They're happy that we're doing all the safety concerns. They're happy that they're safe. They're happy that we're safe, and it's going like clockwork.
So do you feel like this was a pent-up demand, like they're just ready to go here?
It is. Everybody's dying to play golf. I mean, this golf course is iconic anyway. Now that we're open, people are chomping at the bit. So it's great to see everybody back out.
Yesterday was a very important day for the Palm Beach Civic Association. It was April 30th, the annual meeting day, but this was different this year because it was the very first virtual annual meeting. If you happen to miss this very important event, take a look at some highlights.
Good morning. Welcome to Palm Beach Civic Association's annual meeting, virtual this year.
I'd also like to thank our chairman, Bob Wright, and Michael Ainsley, along with Dave Duffy, for their remarks today. The Palm Beach Civic Association has a long history of remarkable leadership. Led by leaders generation after generation, our mission represents 76 years of great history with no expiration date. You, our members and residents, are the #1 asset to this fine organization. We bring our citizens together to collaborate on key issues impacting our community while serving as conveners. With over a dozen Palm Beach Civic Association volunteer committees focusing on creative solutions for a better Palm Beach through public safety, strategic planning, healthcare, and our environment.
Now, there are 2 items for consideration today at the directors' meeting. The first is the appointment of members of the Executive Committee and officers for the coming year. The officers being Bob Wright as our Chairman and CEO and Michael Ainsley as our Treasurer. The list of members of the Executive Committee have been sent to the directors, and I'm pleased to report that there are sufficient votes in favor to approve the list of Executive Committee members and the officers for the coming year.
We have 5 new nominees. They were distributed with your proxy information. They are Michael Peacock, Gary Patsley, John Scully, Catherine DeCilio, and Leslie Smith. They stood with the existing directors, who were also distributed, for election for this next year, for 2021. I'm pleased to say that proxies were received in sufficient numbers to elect them to the board, so they will be elected as proposed.
I'm pleased to announce that the recipient for the 2020 Town Beautification Award is Pan's Garden. The Raymond J. Kunkel Award recognizes meritorious service to our town. This year, the award recipients are police officers Giselle Bideau and Kevin Maureen. Also receiving the award, the Civic Association Director Diana Barrett and Palm Beach Fire Rescue Lieutenant Cesar Laura.
This year, we're happy to announce the establishment of a new award named for our Civic Association Chairman and CEO, Bob Wright. The Wright Award recognizes leadership excellence. I'm honored to join Bob Wright today to present the inaugural Wright Award to 2 individuals who have remained in the forefront during the coronavirus pandemic. They each have risen above their day-to-day responsibilities to ensure that our residents are well informed and that we all stay safe. They are each expert communicators who share their knowledge and leadership in their daily communication for the benefit of everyone. Congratulations to the 2020 Wright Award recipients, Maggie Zeideman, our new Town Council President, and Kirk Bluen, our Town Manager.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 2020 State of the Town Address. At the end of each year, many of us get together with our friends and family to celebrate the successes of the completed year and look forward to the new hopes and dreams that the new year will bring.
If we sparked your interest and you'd like to see the full meeting, just click on the link below.
A friendly reminder, we're still in a shelter-in-place mode. The beaches are closed, the curfew stands. Nothing is moving in that regard. There is obviously, as you know, a softening, but we are still supposed to wear masks in town and around people and take care of ourselves because this is not over yet. Light at the end of the tunnel, though, that's for sure. I'm Tim Malloy in Belle Glade. We'll see you soon.